No, I ain't thinking. Mama, this is quick. You wanna got no train yet? I'm going.
Hey, what's up you guys, it's Joey, and today I'm doing a video that you guys have been wanting to see for a very long time. It's literally been requested probably since I started YouTube, how I believe crystals work. I actually have two ways of believing that crystals work, how to use them, etc, etc. The first way that I believe a crystal works is as a subconscious reminder. The subconscious is more powerful than the actual forefront upfront consciousness, the aware consciousness. I believe that in the morning, for example, like whenever I put on my necklaces, I wear necklaces every day. They're a really good way to incorporate crystals into your daily life. I wear them all the time. In the morning, whenever I choose a crystal, it's usually because of a certain reason. I have a kyanite blade that I wire wrapped into a necklace. I wear that whenever I'm practicing for the musical. I got a lead role in a musical. Whenever there's practice after school, I will wear a kyanite necklace. A, subconsciously remind myself to be grounded in that area, and B, to metaphysically be energetically constantly supplied with that crystal. I believe in a subconscious, non-metaphysical, and then a metaphysical side of a crystal. So for example, today I wore turquoise. Whenever I pick the crystal in the morning, I give the crystal an intention. I don't know. This is the only part of the video that's not scripted, so it may be a little out of whack. A lot of people, if you look up actually online how crystals work, a lot of people say it's the placebo effect. And to me, that is a neither inaccurate or accurate statement, because I think that crystals are highly personal. The placebo effect means that it doesn't actually do any type of mysterious working at all, or any type of working at all. It's just your mind doing it for you. That's a really loose definition. I don't know for sure if that's the real definition, but I believe that our subconscious does take that in and cycles it through until it's achieved in the physical world. Does that make sense? I don't know. I'm rambling. So now moving into the metaphysical side of what I believe in and how they work. So you may have heard a million times that crystals grow in the Earth's crust over millions of years. They're quite literally a rock. It takes a ton of pressure and heat to create these crystals, and because of this, it requires a ton of energy to create a crystal. It takes a ton of energy because of this to create a crystal, and that is why they're said to have the purest and most energy on Earth. Energy that is put into this crystal is what we feed off of to feed our mortal bodies and heal ourselves. It helps us to realign all the things that are not aligned in our body. Everything on this earth vibrates. It is a constant vibration. Everything is molecularly vibrating. It's always gonna be vibrating. By having a crystal in your electromagnetic field, which is I believe 3 feet around your body, you can achieve a better balanced body by having a crystal in your vicinity. I believe that having this on my body will help me today to stay focused on the thing that I want to achieve by having these crystals on my body. Does that make sense? That's a lot of words. I'm sorry. Oh my god. Crystals reflect and refract light into your auric field. It helps to raise your vibration. The constant perfect state of a crystal being in your auric field, your electromagnetic field, helps to raise that energy. Because if you think about it, more water you add to a fish tank, the more water there is in the fish tank. That's a very simple statement, but if you think about it in terms of just adding the energy up, it makes a lot of sense. Because if you keep an energetic body, a perfect energetic body in your vicinity, in your energetic field, you raise your energetic field because you have those higher vibration things in it. In fact, crystals are very synonymous and comparable to acupuncture, which acupuncture by pushing a needle into the surface of the skin. I don't know much about acupuncture, but I believe it's into like a couple layers of the skin. Gets rid of stagnant energy, gets rid of stagnant muscle tension, and it helps to release the extra energy, which is what crystals do. Crystals recycle, recreate, refresh energy. So a lot of people want to know how a certain crystal will help with certain aspects of life. That is something that is just more of a faith thing. If you have faith in the crystals, it'll help you. Here I have a little amethyst cluster. Because I believe that this crystal helps with, psychic protection and mental clarity and emotional stability and addiction help and etc, etc, I believe that it can help me during the day achieve those things. Another way that crystals relate to certain chakras and certain aspects of life, the process of its creation. So, for example, the process of making an amethyst crystal could be different from the process of making a rose quartz. So the pressure and the heat will differentiate between each rock or each stone. So because of its outcoming vibration, so for example, to me, amethyst has this vibration that feels very, it feels like this. Whenever we feel these vibes or these energies, it corresponds with certain chakras. So for example, this is to exemplify the common question, how do certain crystals apply to certain aspects of life? And that is because certain chakras, certain energy centers of the body deal with certain problems in life. So if you have a crystal to balance a chakra, it'll help balance those issues. So my third eye chakra is associated with psychic awareness, emotional health, emotional stability, and sometimes that can go hand in hand with the throat chakra and hand in hand with the heart chakra. And you know, whenever I put this psychic or this stone up to my third eye, or in my auric field of my third eye, it balances the third eye because the third eye wants to mimic the perfect state of the crystal. So I know a lot of you science heads out there are going to be like, this is crazy, why would you believe a rock can heal you? Energy is always needed to do anything. Anything that we do on this earth, everything that we do on this earth, energy is needed. I believe, and this is a kind of a simile for you guys, crystals have actually been used in science for years. We use quartz crystals in microscopic surgery, biodynamic farming, laser surgery. We use them to transfer lasers, transfer light. All of these things are very mundane uses that we kind of take for granted and don't understand that we're using crystals in. And where we spiritual folk, those who believe in crystals and believe in rocks, we believe that because they are energetic transmitters that we of course need energy to heal, and if we hold these in our body, the energy will be transmitted into the place that needs it most. Does that make sense? Does that make sense for you guys? I don't know. Whenever we hold a crystal in our body or near our auric field or energetic field, we allow our body to mimic this state and get rid of extra molecules or emotions or, you know, burdens, if you will, because it's trying to mimic this perfect state of a crystal. Crystals have been documented, even I believe in the Bible, don't quote me on that, but I believe in the Bible and, you know, ancient Sanskrit and the Mayans and I believe Egypt as well. They have been documented for centuries and years of use in the healing industry and the healing work. Just to sum this video up, to continue bullshitting, I believe that the energy of a crystal is so perfectly sound, that is so perfectly radiant and so perfectly desirable to our subconscious body, to our energetic body, that we subconsciously will try to filter out the bad places and the bad things. So for example, I have an altar, and if you guys don't know what an altar is, it's kind of just a place where I sit and meditate, and I can find it sacred to sit there and communicate with whoever will listen, and the higher powers that be. Whenever I sit at my altar, I am within 3 feet of my auric field. It is within 3 feet of my auric field, so that helps whenever there's a whole bunch of divine energy at my altar to commune. So whenever there are crystals at my altar, such as amethyst, I have a giant amethyst druzy, or right now I can see a smoky quartz, or there's a salt crystal there. Whenever I'm within this auric field of the crystal, it helps me to apply those attributes into my current day right now. Also, right after this, my camera died / said it was almost out of time, so yes. Alright, goodbye guys. I love you. Remember, stay happy, hippie! I'm out of time. My camera's probably shut off already. Bye.